Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I'm Christina. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to another video about a monat that wants to share more on social media. I always ask myself, how do you share more on social media when you already share so much? But I'm sure we will be able to see that in a second. If you follow anti-MLM content, you do know this person. This is somebody who's at the SED, at the Senior Executive Director level, somebody who's consistently also part of elite, who goes on those lavish travels throughout the world because she's one of the best performing people in Monat, and also a part of this really small club of people that are being consistently paraded around. And she is doing something that I see at the moment as a trend in Monat, because Monat is not doing well. A lot of market partners have left the company, and therefore the people at the top, they're also struggling. And what I have seen is that people go live a lot more than they did before, even the people that are at the top of the company, who you typically do not see that much on social media, but they go live regularly. They show how they do their makeup, specifically after the last launch, which was a makeup launch, how they do their hair, how they do content more vlog style to be more appealing to an audience, and she is doing that as well. The text says, "You have a story to tell, so go out there and share it." She has started to upload a lot of content recently, and I grabbed a good amount of these. I'm not going to react to every piece of content that she puts up because that would be very obnoxious, but I found it interesting because it's a trend that people higher ups in the company have started, and now everybody else, of course, has to follow suit, and they do the very same thing. So this is the first out of the series that she has uploaded, to upload more content and to be more enticing to a potential new audience, to pitch Monat and also her story that she wants to tell to people on social media.
Hello and good afternoon. I wanted to get on here, and I'm kind of making a commitment to myself that I am going to hop on here hopefully each and every day, even if it's just for a quick couple minutes, to share something, a story, something I've learned, maybe what I'm going through, because lately I've been talking about how we all have a story. We all have value. We all have our opinions. And sometimes we sweep those things under the rug because we feel like, well, I don't have a good enough story, or I don't have a significant story, or I don't have anything of value to offer, or my opinions don't matter. But I promise that there is someone on the other side of this phone or computer or wherever that is listening and will get something from you, because you do have a story, you do have value, and you do have an opinion that is worth hearing. So I wanted to share, it got me thinking, because
So everybody has a story, has something to say, or has an opinion, therefore can share that with others. What I hear from this is, you have nothing to say, no worry, still go online and share whatever is going through your mind. And she has started kind of a challenge for herself to do this regularly for a certain period of time, every single day. If you don't have an interesting story to share, or an opinion to share, or content to share, I hate to break it to you, but not everybody has something to add on the internet that is of value. There is very likely, because the internet is such a huge space, there's somebody who might find this interesting, yes, but this is rather to share, to be online, to post content regularly, in her case on Instagram, to feed the Instagram algorithm. In this case, I don't think it is really about sharing something that has value, but it's about being more present on social media. And that is absolutely necessary in MLMs, where the Huns have to be on social media regularly, on reels, on lives, specifically content that is not just a picture. They have to post regularly, and lives are a good part of that, to connect with a broader audience and to be pushed out to more people, to have more eyes on their content, so that they're more likable to connect to somebody who stumbles upon their content because they post regularly. Those are potential customers, and those are also potential team members they can recruit. In a way, it's a tool to network more, and that is an absolute necessity in multi-level marketing companies and in network marketing, because if you don't have a network, or if you're already burned through your network, then you need to broaden the scope of that network. And yeah, some people simply don't have anything of value to share, but in that case, you still have to go online and share something to broaden the network, to network with more people in the hopes that somebody might take the bait and might sign up with you, either as a customer or as a new team member.
I just actually listened to one of our trainings that one of my uplines did, and it was so good. And she shared about her struggles throughout network marketing. She shared from the beginning till now. She's been in this business. I believe she's been in this for 9 years, and she's talked about all the seasons of. And just so you know, this is someone who has earned. I think it just came out recently that she has earned $15 million in our company. Okay, so $15 million. She believed in herself. She believed in a business model that was brand new, that was coming out. She was here for pre-launch, all the things, right? So she is one of the ones that's kind of started in this business right at the beginning. She's not kind of, she is. And so over $15 million in commissions, that has completely changed her life. Yet through her story of listening to her today, she talked about just every single roadblock, every single hurdle, every single time she wanted to quit, every single time she felt like a failure, every single time she got in her own head, in her own headspace of not feeling worthy, feeling like an imposter, not having anything of value to give. And this has been an ongoing process for her over the last, X amount of years. And I thought, wow, someone with so much success, someone that has hit this incredible achievement and accomplishment that you would have thought would never happen, right? You sign up, you buy some great hair care products, and you wake up one day and you've made $15 million. Like, what is that, right?
Yeah, what is that? Well, it's a scam. And you always share your struggles. That is nothing new. Just because somebody shares their struggles in an MLM doesn't mean that they're open and honest and vulnerable. In my opinion, that is pretty much oversharing, but it is a necessity because you have to share every single roadblock and every single struggle so that you can show that you were able to overcome them. And if you were able to do that in a team call, for example, then you show the people on your team that they can overcome those as well. You just need to work harder, and you need to set it out, and you need to work on yourself, and then you can overcome those roadblocks as well. It is normal, and it's part of the brand of being a monat to also share your struggles, whether you're at the bottom of the pyramid or at the top. And nobody just wakes up one day and says, oh, I made $15 million in commission. No, that's bogus. I'm pretty sure the person she's talking about here is Julie Stevens, who is at the tippity top of monat at the SED level. And like she said, this is somebody who joined 9 years ago when monat was fresh like a daisy. Not the business model. MLMs have been around since years, since decades already. So it was not a new model, but monat was new. And the market, therefore, for monat was not yet saturated. And if somebody joins during the pre-launch phase, when you cannot even sell the products to actual customers, that means that we're talking about the one person that has made $15 million in commission. There's only one person who has achieved that, and that is the person that joined monat before monat even opened its doors to actual customers. If that is not very telling, I don't need to know about your struggles and about your tale of woe and your rags to riches story. You were able to join at the very beginning as one of the very first people, and you are the most successful person in monat. Maybe timing is really essential in this story. And that is really what I take from this story. The person joined 9 years earlier, and not, wow, you struggled too?
And yet there were these moments of doubt, of uncertainty, of even unfulfillment, she had said, because it's not always about money, right? Money can only get you so far, but it's about what's on the inside. It's about what's on the inside and here that really matters.
No, it is about the money. It is not about what is in here or what is in here. You don't join Monat because of your brain and because of your heart. You join Monat because you hope and you wish, or somebody promised you that you would make a good amount of money. It is about the money. A second reason why people might join is to get a discount on the overpriced products, because as a distributor in Monat, when you join as a market partner, you get 30% discount on the products. They're extremely overpriced, even after all of the discounts, in my opinion, they are overpriced, but those are the so-called kidnappers. But then again, it comes also back to money. Those are not necessarily people who want to build a business, yet they're recruited into this because they get access to the products for less. So it is still about money. MLMs are all about making money, and they're money-making machines for the top people on the backs of others, but yeah, it is all about money.
So just sitting there listening to this story and honestly relating to a lot of it, the imposter syndrome, feeling like there's no value to give. And she said she had made a commitment to go live every day, and she's been doing that now for the past 50 days. And she goes, sometimes I just click the button and I don't really know what I'm going to say, but I show up each and every day, and it has completely transformed and changed her mentality, her mindset, her growth, but it has also connected her to so many amazing women and men that are watching her on the other side. So it was truly an inspiring story.
My assumption apparently was correct. Someone in Monat started this. I'm going to challenge myself to go live now so many days in a row, and one person started this and all of the others are now following suit, because apparently that makes you really successful, and if a leader does it, then you need to do it as well. But it's not about sharing value. It is about connecting to more people. It's about feeding the algorithm on social media, connecting to more people, talking to more people, to then potentially sell to more people and hopefully recruit people in a tanking business like Monat. Because why else would you go live every single day if you have nothing to sell? This in itself is already a sales pitch about values, about struggles, about sharing, but it is essentially about connecting to people who hopefully will benefit your business. That's it.
But it got me thinking, because just yesterday I was filming a little clip to share, because something big, quite big, has happened for myself, a huge accomplishment. And I was telling a girlfriend, I have a very hard time bragging on myself. I have a hard time boasting about my accomplishments or sharing my accomplishments. I guess we should never be boasting or bragging, but sharing, I guess. Sharing my accomplishments, talking about them, because it doesn't sit well with my soul. I feel like there's just something in me where I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. But then I go, but I also feel like I should, because it gives you credibility. It shows who you are as a leader, what you have accomplished, what others can expect from you when they join your team or your business, or even listening to your words, right? If you never share those things or show those things, people might not truly grasp what it is that you do, how successful you have become, or what this business or opportunity has done for you and so many others along the way.
She is consistently sharing her success, though. If you ever scroll through her social media feed, you will see that that is a huge part of her pitch. She has to. It's part of the MLM pitch. I was inducted into the MDC. Now I'm in the 5 MDC. I am in the Cadillac car program, and at the next convention I'm going to run around with a small Cadillac yet again, not looking like a fool at all, but showing what I have achieved. It is part of your job to share your success, or your alleged success, or your upline success, to boast about what you have allegedly achieved in an MLM, because otherwise most people wouldn't be attracted by a shitty business opportunity that leaves most people in debt. It is part of the job description. You need to share your success, no matter how small it might be. You made $30. You're able to fill up half of your gas tank? Yeah. Congratulations, post about this. You were able to contribute to purchasing groceries with your Monat money, you also share about this. you made $1 million in commission over the lifetime of you in Monat, you have to post about this. And she does that as well, regularly. What she has posted so far is Monat has paid for my dream home. I have so much time freedom thanks to me being successful in Monat, and that's why I'm able to be at home with my children. I'm so successful in Monat, and that's why I was able to retire my husband, who can now also stop working this really dangerous job as a firefighter, and he can also stay at home and take care of our children. In the end, this is a bunch of blah blah and a bunch of embellished lies, because specifically a lot of the stories that she is sharing are simply false, specifically about her firefighter husband, who she never retired, but who had to quit his job because otherwise he would have gotten fired anyway. It is a social media appearance, as you expected. Lots of embellishments, and in my opinion, also lots of lies.
So, I'm sharing this and I'm like, in my video, I just feel like really bad, and I just feel like it just is not coming across right. So I don't post it. And then today she is talking about how you should share your accomplishments. You should share your wins. They are worth celebrating, and everything that you go through. And if you get to the other side, if you push yourself, those are things that are worth celebrating. So we could take this, and take it out of my industry and into yours, whatever it is that you do in life, or where you're at in your entrepreneurial journey or business or whatever. You can apply it to anything, that you have something of value to give, that every single thing that you have accomplished is worth celebrating. So
not everything is worth celebrating publicly, though. It is a necessity in a multi-level marketing company, but it is very performative. You can also just celebrate what you have achieved in private.
I'm trying to think. So I shared that video. Well, I didn't share it. I started that video yesterday, and it's, like I said, it's a big accomplishment. So when I first started in this industry, I immediately bought the book GoPro by Eric Worre. Eric Worre is huge in our industry. He is a network marketing professional. When you start out, I was watching every training, every YouTube, taking notes, reiterating that to my team, implementing the knowledge that he was giving out, and outputting that to in my business and into my organization, right? So Eric Worre is a huge, like I said, network marketing individual that is well known and respected.
Eric Worre is poo. Pricey poo. Not he himself, but the classes he has to offer. These are overpriced MLM classes, and they're really top of the pops when it comes to the money that you have to spend. So this is only doable for the leaders anyway, who have to spend tens of thousands of dollars to join classes that inspire you to do better and to be better. That is Eric Worre. That's what we're talking about. And the man is only well respected in the MLM industry. Outside of that, people are either critical of him or do not even know who that man is. And I'm also always surprised that they cherish and that they praise these overpriced MLM gurus who allegedly have these amazing training courses. But when you listen to pitches from people like this, they always have the best training systems in place. They and their uplines, they can teach you everything you need to know. But here we have an MLM hun, a Monat hun, who's also attending Eric Worre's courses. Something is not adding up. Who has the best training courses now? You, your company, and your upline? Or an external MLM guru? It's not adding up.
In our industry. Well, he has a thing called the Network Marketing Hall of Fame. You have to submit an application. You have to prove certain things to be able to be entered into this. So you have to have the merit, right? You have to have the accomplishments to be able to have this title. So I ended up submitting for it, and it is like the best of the best in the industry. It's not just within my company, but industry-wide. And I was accepted as one of the Network Marketing Hall of Famers of 2023, and they're going to be having an induction in December. in Las Vegas along with a conference. So
there is a Hall of Fame for scammers. This is amazing. I've actually been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but I wasn't aware that there is also a Hall of Fame for scammers. I love it. This is amazing.
I am incredibly proud, thinking it's kind of like Julie Stevens, right? She bought this product pack, she saw this vision, she had this dream, and she wakes up one day and she's like, how did that turn into $15 million? How did that turn into my life? And that's how I kind of feel like I started with this dream of bringing my husband home just a little bit. And I wake up and he is home officially, retired from the LAFD.
So I was right yet again. The person she was speaking about at the beginning is Julie Stevens, the person who joined Monat as one of the very first people, the only person who is part of the 15 MDC, the $15 million club, the only person in Monat since the launch of Monat has been able to make $15 million in commission. And this is yet again another proof that she is sharing so much and that she has already shared so much. Because I have heard the story over and over and over again in different versions, and it was always false. There was always a lie, and there was also always an aspect of deception in this. She hasn't been successful in Monat, and therefore she was able to bring home her firefighter husband, who is now retired. Number one, you cannot retire somebody else. Only you can retire yourself. Number two, he did not retire from his job. He doesn't have any benefits. He doesn't have any pension plans or anything connected to this. He quit his job. He quit his job during the pandemic because people who worked for the Los Angeles Fire Department were required to have the necessary COVID vaccination, or they weren't able to continue with their work. So what her husband did was he quit his job before they could fire him. She didn't bring him home thanks to her Monat business. He would be home anyways because these two are very open anti-mask, anti-vax. That's your prerogative. You can do all of that, but don't lie about you bringing home your husband. Your husband would have been home anyways, and this person now is the sole provider for the family. She's the only income earner for the family, for her children, and for her husband now, and the financial burden is on her shoulders only. And that must be very, very scary because Monat is not doing well. A lot of distributors over the last couple of years have fled the company. I don't mean leaving, they really fled. They left, they ran away. Monat is tanking, and people that are at the top, that are still holding on to the top rank of SED, they're also feeling that financially.
And how did that happen, right? How did that happen from one dream and putting that into action? And then you wake up and you go, whoa, now I'm part of this Network Marketing Hall of Fame where it's the best of the best in the entire industry. And that is a huge, huge, huge accomplishment. So I got on one of his calls this morning and I just feel like I gained so much little nuggets and knowledge just within the short time span today where I feel super realigned, super focused. I know where I'm going. I know where those that join me are going. I know what this business can do for those that want it. I know if you have a dream, if you were like me and I was a stay-at-home mom and I wanted to be home with my kids. I did not want to give that up, but I needed something just a little bit more for myself. I needed something just to kind of help alleviate the financial burden. That is why I joined this business. I joined this business to help just a little bit, bring my husband home, help with the financial burden, and kind of get me out of that mom mode of, not getting ready every day, just being in the trenches, just solely living for our children. And I do believe that motherhood and parenting is the biggest reward and biggest responsibility that we're given. Our kids are everything, but at the same time,
yeah, blah blah. I am not getting over this Hall of Fame crap. I'm really excited. Let's take a look what that actually is, because otherwise I will not be able to focus on the rest of this video. This is amazing, and I had to put on my glasses. Let's check this out together, and I'm going to screen record this so that we can take a look at this together. This is the $1 Million Hall of Fame. Oh, this is from GoPro. Okay. I wasn't aware they had $1 Million Hall of Fame. I love this so much. I'm excited about the weirdest stuff, and this is a part of this. The honorees are here. Click to see them all. What is the $1 Million Hall of Fame? The $1 Million Hall of Fame is a recognition program founded by Network Marketing Pro Inc. in 2018. It recognizes both women and men who are examples of strength, courage, and leadership that achieved $1 Million income status in a calendar year within the network marketing industry. The $1 Million Hall of Fame is hosted twice a year at the most powerful women in network marketing. I've seen that on other channels. And GoPro recruiting mastery events. Virtual GoPro events. You will need to come in person to Vegas to get the award on stage. There is a limit of 25 in-person attendees based on a first come, first served basis. That sounds actually rather stupid. How to qualify? Please note that the proof of income of at least 1 million US dollars in a single calendar year is required. Your information is confidential and will not be used for any purpose other than to recognize your qualification. Okay, so it's actually low-hanging fruits. You need to be able to make $1 million in commission in a single year, or it just says income. Okay, you need to be able to make an income of at least $1 million in a single calendar year. You need to show proof of that, and then you need to be one of the first 25 people. You also need to apply for this yourself. That is honestly not that inspiring because it is not really a group of people who award this to you or an audience who awards this to you. It's purely based on your income. If you were able to make $1 million at some point in a calendar year, then you are able to attend this. The acceptance for 2023 $1 Million Hall of Fame is closed. Please email. Yeah, I won't do that. This is the 2023 Network Marketing Pro Hall of Fame inductee. So it is 25 people. It's also not that exclusive, honestly. And you need to be able to finance a trip to Las Vegas. Okay, and the December event apparently is the GoPro event. You need to pay for that, so I won't be able to attend. And I'm not going to put money into Eric Worre's pocket to purchase a ticket to access to that. But I find that highly entertaining. And these are the people for 2023. Oh, okay. It looks like half of Monat is there. Christina Smallwood, Christina Crawford. That is Krista Parney, Savage Soul. I didn't know that was her name. Kendall Weldon, another Monatan. You are really in good company here. Liz Lugo. There is Brittany. Okay, her last name is not Rose. Julie Stevens, Joanna Siegel. I mean, every other Monatan is a part of this. I do not know a lot of the other people, but I for sure know my Monat people. Doesn't look that exclusive if half of Monat is able to attend this thing, because at this point, these are the top people who are still able to make $1 million apparently in a year. They can prove it. They were one of the first 25 people to sign up for this thing. Let's not forget, first come, first serve. And now you can purchase a ticket to Las Vegas to attend there on stage. If you have access to these events, if you would like to share them with me, I'm happy to take a look. This is half of Monat here. This is not exclusive at all. To me, this really doesn't look that inspirational. It is really just purely based on not if you are the best of the best, because if Julie Stevens was able to make $15 million in her career and you were able to make $1 million in a year, that doesn't mean that you're the best of the best. It means that there is still a difference. I mean, granted, making $1 million in a year by scamming other people, what I would describe as scamming other people, in my opinion, allegedly, that is still a good amount of money. But still, there are so many people already in this Hall of Fame, and if it's a first come, first served basis, it's not that exclusive, especially if every other Monatan is also a part of that. You have to have $1 million, apply as one of the first 25 people. You just have to be quick. And we already know that she also was already able to make $1 million in commission when she announced her success of when she joined the 1 MDC, and now I believe she's in the 5 MDC or something like this. So we already know this. This is really not new. And if 25 people each and every year get inducted into this Hall of Fame, and this has been active since 2018, that means that 300 people are already a part of this Hall of Fame. It's not that inspirational. But let's read what the text says. Brittany, in 2016, Brittany Rose entered network marketing as a stay-at-home mom, driven to elevate her husband's financial burden. Harnessing the power of social media, she transformed her home-based business into a multi-million-dollar success, enabling her husband's early retirement, not true, from the Los Angeles City Fire Department at just 36. He would have been home anyways because he didn't get the necessary vaccination. Today, Brady and her husband homeschool their 4 children who built their business together as a close-knit family. A visionary and dreamer, Brittany's mission is to impact lives in the network marketing industry, shining a beacon of light and hope while making a positive difference for all she encounters. That is Boas. That is inspirational MLM speak for I was able to recruit a lot of people, and now I need to recruit more people. That's why I joined the stupid Hall of Fame, and I need to announce this to entice other people to join me also in the future, because my paycheck is already probably struggling and is tanking because so many people have left my team and have left the company. But see, I'm really, really successful. See me. Half of the Monat are here, so join us. We're doing well, really. The company is doing well. Trust us. I'm not going to walk you through the rest of the comments, but if you're interested, and if I don't forget, I will also link the Hall of Fame down below. This is gold. This is really golden content for me. I'm overly excited over things like this.
You have to have something a little bit for yourself, right? To kind of get you back to where you need to be. So if you were like that, if that is you, you're struggling, you're staying at home, you're like, there's gotta be something more. This could be something that can help you. I am wanting to help anyone who is having that deep desire within their heart to do something just a little bit more for themselves, for their family, for their future.
And that is the pitch, and that is the reason that she is going live now daily to pitch the Monat business opportunity to poor people, to people who don't make enough money, to people who want to stay at home with their children, and to people who want to retire their firefighter husbands. That is the only reason why we are on this live. And the really gross part about this is that you will pitch this to poor suckers who are desperate for money, who will lose money when they join Monat. Monat's income disclosure statement clearly shows that most people only make a little bit over $30 per year. That means that you will end up in debt, because if you purchase a starter pack, you've already lost money. Let's not even speak about all of the other expenses. So in a way, she's pitching this yet again to people who are desperate for money, for attention, for fame, for a fake social media following, for a fake Instagrammer lifestyle. And those are the people that she wants to benefit off. Those people will lose money so that she can make money. And that is gross. And why is she doing this? Because somebody who is her upline, very likely a person who is the upline of almost everybody in Monat, Julie Stevens, was on a training call, was on a team call, and told the people on her team that they now have to take action if they want to continue to be successful in a company that is, in my opinion, tanking. The top leaders feel this in their pockets as well, and that is why it is essential for all the Monatans to go live now regularly, to post daily, to have more eyes on their content, to pitch this to more people, so that they will be able to continue to make money within Monat. And if you go live regularly, you have more eyes on your content, and therefore you have also a greater chance of pitching this to people to sell and to recruit.
Anyways, I am going to be on here a little bit more. Like I said, was very inspired today by the realness. If you are on my team, if you are in my organization, if you have not watched Julie Stevens and Sarah Hill's training, the other day. I highly recommend you go watch it, you take the notes, and you implement what they've said, because, and really, she didn't say much. She just shared her story. She shared her highs, she shared her lows, she shared her struggles.
It's not good, girly
but
pop.
she also shared within those stories a story of great triumph, a story of success, a story of perseverance and getting over the road bumps and the mindset issues that come with this business. Because a lot of us built businesses and we have organizations, but sometimes that little devil wants to get in our ear and say, you're not worthy of this, or you don't have what it takes, or no one wants to hear from you, or whatever it is. So if you feel like you don't have a story, if you feel like you're not worthy, if you feel like I don't need to get on here because no one's going to listen anyways, and if you are in Monat, go listen to this training. I promise you, you will walk away feeling so inspired, and also you will gain perspective on what it is that we do, why we do it, and how you can do it too. Okay, that is it. I will be on hopefully more.
But she didn't say much. I guess that does wrap it up perfectly. In training calls, the Huns don't say much. And also in this one, in this live, not much was said. That is really a great summary of what we have seen so far. If you have access, by the way, to the Julie Stevens and Sarah Hill team call, I would love to take a look at that. They're always fun to watch. The two top people in the company share inspirational training and might potentially be the reason why Monat Huns are now on their Instagram live every single day. So it looks like money is tight, even in Monat, when the top people have to go live regularly, and it looks like money is tight when every other Monat Hun this year is also being inducted into the sketchy, scammy Eric Worre's Hall of Fame. It's a Hall of Fame for scammers for me. And maybe this is also part of a certain pitch or a certain necessity that the Monat Huns were asked to apply for all of this, because Monat needs to display that they're still doing well. They were enticed to do that. I'm purely speculating here, but there are so many in this freaking Hall of Fame this year who were inducted, people who should have been able to make over $1 million years ago. Julie Stevens is one of those examples. She has been with the company for 9 years. She could have been inducted also in 2018. So maybe there's a certain strategy behind that. I have 2 more videos I have screen recorded from her. I will also react to these at some point in the future. I also like to snark on these videos occasionally. They're easy, light-hearted content, I would say, which can be nice in a field where the content can get dark really, really quickly. That's why I personally appreciate these short types of videos. And yet again, it was a very ironic piece of content because people in multi-level marketing companies consistently share their struggles and their success. It's part of the business model, and this is not new and this is not inspirational. That's what the Huns consistently do. I would love to get your opinion on this. Was this inspirational? Was this new? Was this new when it comes to the story this person has told? I for sure love the $1 Million Hall of Fame. I will keep an eye out for that. If you want to share content with me, you have screen recordings, you can upload that to your Google Drive and share that with my email address. That is also linked down below. It is cdbeautyhunter@yahoo.de. You can do that as well. If you have any suggestions, you can also, of course, leave that in the comment section down below if you're comfortable posting publicly. I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate your suggestions about content. I myself learn so much every time I listen to those videos and I do a little bit of research here or there. I really, really appreciate that. I really like that. If you like these types of videos, then please consider subscribing. If you like this specific one, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to let me know something, then please feel free to do so in the comment section down below. And if you like these types of videos, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers!